Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to the Akim that's out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. First and foremost, we want to say the water Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, for giving us and a fellow Akim the opportunity to do these lessons and videos, the opportunity to go out there on the highways and on the hedges, all to edify and warn the nations of Israel, which are the so-called Negroes, the Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? The Lord's chosen people, the true biblical Jews, all right? Shalom, the water, all right? Let me go over this video.
All right. So the topic we wanted to go into was basically because where we used to live at, not far from where we're at now, but there was a Catholic church, and apparently they call it the Holy Korean Martyr Catholic Church. And you would wonder, like, how is that even a thing? But it's come to find out that even that apparently in their history it's been a thing, going back even to the Romans, which I'm gonna go into that in a bit. But this is just proof that, and this may sound like this may equate to this whole God loves everybody or is going to come back to save the world. No, that's not what this is about. This is about that the Lord is even showing us an example that all these nations that gets converted to this whole Catholicism to praise Jesus and God, right? This is just further proof that when the Lord comes back to destroy this place, He's going to have all nations in subjection unto Him, unto them.
Under Israelites first.
Exactly. The Israelites are the ones going to rule over these heathens. But we showing that the Lord showing us that this is all coming together. And we say it time and time again. You have other Israelites that look like these other nations, and believe it or not, they be and they coming into in the form of the right way, but on the left hand side. Even these other heathens come in right on the left hand side. Look at our people; they go to church. They right for believing in the Messiah, the Lord, the ones that come back to save us. But it's on the left hand side. They don't tell you the picture and none of that. But this is just an example of the Lord showing His his power that He could make any nation come bow unto Him, even if it's under this wicked Sejra.
Yeah, because it makes sense because in the Lord's kingdom, there's going to be no confusion. See the thing with this devil, the rulers of darkness as we call them, is they don't eat pork, right? But they have our people eating pork. Mm-hmm. The thing with that is confusion. Is confusion, and it's the definition of Babylon. If you're a ruler of a world, you're gonna want everybody to follow what you follow, because you are usurping authority over them.
Yep.
But with this society is not like that. But and when the kingdom is established, and we always say when the kingdom is established and Israel is delivered, the Lord always has a favorite, and He's always going to have a favorite because it's written in the scriptures, man.
Yep.
We're going to be in power, and all you other nations, you Ishmaelites, you Moabites, all you other nations are going to bow down to the Israelites in the name of the Lord, man. There is going to be no confusion in the kingdom.
Exactly.
One person believing in this and that and this and that and a whole bunch of it ain't gonna mean none of that stuff because it's confusion.
Yep. Now, to go into this Holy Korean Church, crazy enough,
Holy Korean Church.
The history basically even goes into. I'm a reader right here. It says the Korean martyrs were the victims of religious persecution against Catholic Christians. See, back then it was called Catholic Christians, which I remember that. Now it's just Christian. It's either you're a Christian or a Catholic. You couldn't be both now. But back then, going to the Catholic Christians, that the whole Catholicism was even technically was started by the Romans, but technically either I think by Cesar Borgias or before him. I can't remember. I gotta go back and look that part up again. But this whole Christianity Catholicism thing has been going on for a long time. Even though we're probably more like the ones that ultimately made that whole Catholicism, because we're the starters of everything. But it says during the 19th century in Korea. It says between 8,000 10,000 Korean Christians were killed during this period. 103 of them whom were canonized in May 1984. Now I'm gonna skip down to the part where it says they were purified. They was beautified by Pope Francis. Mind you, this was in 2014. And apparently it was on one of the Asian days. So to go in further, let me see. Actually, I think that was. Oh, here it is. Actually, I'm gonna skip down to the part where it says. Let's see, Christian. Right, because they was equating the whole Catholicism thing, going to claim it was Jesus the whole time, but that's not even the case. So they were saying that although no Koreans were converted to Catholicism by these books until later on, so these people couldn't even be Catholics or Christians until they started reading those books. So that goes to show you that these Romans was conquering the world even then. They have a hand in anything and everything that goes on. Just like today, it's no different. America goes around taking over countries and putting his mark on them. Same thing like today when you go into Africa. All they know is Christianity. Brazil, all they know is Christianity. They got a whole big statue of Jesus.
Yep.
Or Caesar.
Yep.
Taller than anything. Look like it could collapse on the entire city itself.
The goddamn plantationism that got everybody.
Exactly.
They vocab and friends that made up a new word, Hebrew Israelism. Well, before they even came up with that, I was saying plantationism. You think that shit ain't no Christianity, man? This is the real Christianity.
What does Christian mean? Anointed ones. All right, ones of Christ, ones of Yahweh Shai. Okay, we're the real Christians.
How you gonna be ones of Lord Yahweh Shai if you sit up there and say, "Don't worry about the law. We're not under it. We're not under it. You ain't gotta not eat pork. You ain't gotta avoid crabs. You ain't gotta avoid adultery. You ain't gotta do none of that." These Christians out here telling you just go ahead and do whatever it is the fuck you want to do, man.
Yup.
But anyway, going back to your topic. It kind of links in.
It does, because when you read the word martyr, it says the person who voluntarily suffers death as a penalty of witness to and refusing to renounce a religion. A person who sacrifices something of great value, and especially life itself, for the sake of principle. That's us. We sacrificing our ways of living in this society to go back to the ways of Lord Yahweh Shem Shah.
Yep.
We're the real martyrs.
Yep.
And we'll die like the real martyrs if we had to in this truth.
Yep.
Whether that be Esau killing us, shooting us, decapitating us.
Yep.
When this place shuts down, that's when it all happen.
Yep. It goes towards you Jakes too, because
Exactly.
you Jakes, we had death threats by Jakes.
Yep.
I remember we had a death threat by a damn Dyke.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna call some people at y'all. Go ahead, we still gonna be standing here.
Never came back.
Do whatever, and they never come back. That's the spirit of the Lord.
Never every time.
Cause she probably said, them people probably say, them Israelites, and they like, no, them guys crazy, man.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Who with that scripture?
All right. This is Deuteronomy 30:1. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, Whether the Lord thy God have driven thee.
Which one is that?
Deuteronomy 30 and 1.
Oh, okay. So like, repeat that again. Oh, that's a long verse. Okay, that's why.
It says, and it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse, which I have set before thee.
The blessing and the curse, we had many blessings, but we also had many curses. Even one of the curses being mixed within these other heathen nations.
Yeah.
So that's why we out there to wake up the elect of our people, not every black man, woman, and child, because we know it goes deeper than that.
Right, because the so-called black man or the so-called black woman that looks black may be a damn Edomite.
Exactly.
You unspiritual ass niggas, man.
Exactly.
Right. We don't have to do any of them laws. We're under grace. You don't have to worry about it. Oh, the reason why you don't want to do the laws is because you don't want to do it.
Exactly.
That's the main reason. That's why we call you some black ass cicadas. Because you want to stick to your wickedness.
Yup.
That's the only thing to it. It says, I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whither the Lord thy God hath driven thee.
He's talking about he drove the Israelites all over the world. Keep going.
And shalt return unto the Lord thy God, and shalt obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day. Though thy children with all thine heart and with all thine soul.
Yep, the Lord said it himself. He's gonna return. He's going number one. His elect is gonna come back, and the elect is gonna be there to do like the scripture said. The Lord's coming back to set everything right through the elect. Again comes the Israelites, which the elect is still Israelites. But then you got the other nations that's gonna come under us. They're not gonna be. They're gonna serve their captivity. That's just like we did.
Yep.
Keep going.
It says that then the Lord thy God will turn into thy captivity.
Yep. He's talking about reversing the captivity. The captivity we're in right now, that's gonna change.
Yep.
Keep going.
And have compassion unto thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations, whither the Lord thy God hath scattered thee.
That's right. So through all of that, there's going to be an order. See, like I said, the reason I wanted to go into this video is because of the simple fact that the Lord's showing his power by showing either the heathens to serve under that name of banner, even though it's not the right Jesus or Jehoshua, because it's not meant for them. Why would they have the name and the picture?
Right.
But it's also to show that we can come out of that madness.
Yep.
I'm talking about even us going to church. We went from church to going into the truth. Now then you got other Israelites scattered into these other nations, coming out of whatever mad religion they was stuck in, into the truth. You got us waking up all over the world.
You do.
So that's further proof in itself that the Lord is showing us by this time that his elect is going to be sealed.
Right.
Right. The gates of mercy is shutting.
The elect is not only here. You have to be a fool to think that.
No, it's not only in America. No.
No, the elect has been scattered everywhere.
Right. Right. Yep.
You could be Jamaica, Japan, Germany,
Right.
Russia.
Right. And through that Jesus thing, which is still a plantation doctrine, through that Jesus thing, if they come across us, and then the Lord see them, see if he want that person or not, then that's what he gonna be delivered. Because under that name Jesus, we ain't saying under that name Jesus you're gonna be saved. No. But if you I ain't gonna make this a doctrine or nothing like that. But if you are one of the elect and you call on their name Jesus only because you don't know, he could still deliver you from certain things, but not in that time of judgment. As far as I'm talking about, as far as small things because you don't know the name yet. But it's like in the spirit,
It'll
he
be given
knows.
to you.
Now, it's not to say that when you know the name, you can go ahead and call no, because that when you don't know, when you do know, and when you don't know is different.
Exactly.
See, we know,
It's
and we
like with the child.
right, and we pushing that name out there, and some people mock us for it. That's fine. That means they're gonna be destroyed, man. Like
Yup.
your Nates and all of look. If Nate and all of them don't get themselves together, they're gonna be destroyed, man. That's just plain and simple, man.
Yep.
You know, so no, that's not saying that anybody that calls on the name Jesus is gonna be saved. It's not what we're talking about.
Because
You know?
that name is more powerful, and because it's so powerful, it's even hard to even blur it out like that.
You
Like,
talking about Yahweh Shai?
yeah, like Yahweh,
Yeah,
Shai, but
yeah.
everybody's so used to Yahshua or Yahweh.
Or
No one's
Yahweh.
ever heard of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, so that's harder to even understand for them.
Yeah, because we go back into ancient Hebrew, man.
Right. That goes to show you how powerful that word is.
Right.
Ancient Hebrew is hard. Is the hardest language to learn, but it comes naturally for us. Once
Yeah,
we get
it's
once we
like
get it.
it's like it's hard, but it's easy. Like the English language, since it's been beaten into us, we can know. But when people come over to the English language, it's fucking hard. You know, it's just really hard because you got there, and tie, and tie, and tie. It's like
It's a tongue twister.
it's like what in the world is this confusing language, man? What is this? But Hebrew keeps it simple. But it's because it's been beaten out of us. It's kind of hard for some of us to learn. And some certain ones is easy. I'm not heavy in the Hebrew like that, me personally. You know, because it's not going to be all that easy. But it comes naturally when you keep saying it. It's like, damn, I'm speaking Hebrew now. What in the world? Like when you say your prayers,
Yep.
when we salute each other,
Yep.
when we start off these videos, we pretty much saying whole sentences in Hebrew.
Yeah, sometimes we even still stutter in the Hebrew, which goes to show you how powerful that Hebrew is, because it's not an easy language to learn.
And it's masculine too, man.
Exactly.
Soft ass English language, man. It's just so damn soft.
Inside voice.
Inside book, man. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this scripture. This is the book of Psalm chapter 86, verse 9, right? And it says, all nations whom thou hast made shall come and worship thee, O Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and shall glorify thy name. Now, when it goes towards all nations for you damn Christians, usually this is definitely talking about Israelites, because only Israel people can't follow something that wasn't given to them. The law, statutes, commandments was given to the Israelites, and I don't care who likes it, who hate, I don't care who hates it, whatever, man. You know, it is what it is. The truth is the truth. All right, but when the kingdom is established, all nations, like we was mentioning earlier,
Yep.
all nations are going to bow down to the Lord, man, under the house of Israel, man.
Yep. Y'all gonna be servants. I'm talking about them heathens, them Arabs, Esau, you name it.
Yeah.
Anyone that's not of Israelite is going to serve an Israelite.
And these heathen nations, they going to rejoice when we back in power too. They already talking about it. They literally waiting for us to come back in power.
Yeah, because the world was more at peace when we was.
We was at power. These heathens know that. You know, because we are the ones that always took care of the earth. Right now, we destroying it.
Yeah, and that's because who's in power? Esau.
When the wicked are in authority, the people rejoice.
Exactly.
I mean, when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn.
Yep.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Yep.
You know.
So we see how messed up things are. Everything's twisted. That's why I wanted to go into this video, because it's even showing that even all nations are ready to come back and serve us.
Yeah, it's showing that. I mean, we go to the stores and we see that.
I'm about to say they treat us better than our own people do.
They really do. Like the Edomite, we just talked to, Edomite, they got more, they look at you like you already a king. And I'm like, we ain't even got the power yet. And they already looking at us like we kings. And we ain't in power.
Yep.
We have literally zero power here, man.
And yet they give us even the best of customer service.
They do. So it said all nations are going to glorify Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua's name. Why? Because he's going to make all nations start with the house of Israel, because that's his people. That is the chosen people, and that will never change. That is the chosen people. All nations are going to glorify the name of the Lord, man. There ain't going to be no confusion. Ain't going to be what you see right here. This nation is believing in a Chinese God or Arab nation believing in an Arab God. No, there's only going to be one power, man.
Yeah.
There's only going to be one power, right?
Right.
Got another scripture.
Like you were saying, you got the other nations that just treat us like kings. Then you got the so-called black woman. You get customer service from her. Oh, I got bills, nigga. I got a job. I got 10 stacks of credit cards.
Right,
nigga.
and that goes towards us not having power. And the average, you gotta admit, man, the average black man is a joke, man. You know, I ain't gonna get into it with the black, cause I don't really talk about the black woman in these videos because I don't really give a goddamn about the black woman at this point. You know, we only care about the brothers and the sisters, man. You know, that's all we care about. We only care about the brothers and the sisters.
Yep.
You know, that are willing to listen and learn, man. You know, but you right though, because it is what it is, because we ain't in our power.
Yep.
Right. We ain't in our power. Black women give each other hell. You know?
They suspected they give us hell because they give each other hell.
Right.
I look better than her.
Yeah, shit like that. This is book of Psalm chapter 22, verse 27. It says, all the ends of the earth, all the ends of the world, there go that world again, shall remember and turn unto the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and all the kindreds of the nations shall worship thee. Now, is this talking about, now, you know, what the Christians probably would try to twist this up and say, see, all the nations are chosen. That's not what this is talking about, man.
You know, all nations are chosen.
Right. This is, again, mainly talking about Israel. You have different nations of Israelites. Mm-hmm. That's why we have the 12 tribes. They're nationalities of Israelites, man. You know? But at the end, it's not talking about now, but at the end, right? All nations are going to turn to the Lord, man. Yep. At the end, because the Lord is going to make them do that. Again, there's going to be no confusion. That's why these scriptures, that's why you have to be spiritual to understand these scriptures. You Christians are too carnal, man. You plantation, damn, what can I know it's plantationism. What can I'll think about that later. You know,
but if you Christians want to go that far, I guess you can say everybody's going to be saved through death. Because again, if you want to think about it like that, sure, everybody could be saved because guess what? We're going to be saved. Y'all going to be saved through the missiles. Y'all going to die.
And we'll be brought back in slavery, man. Yep. You know?
If you're Israelite, you're going to come back right and ashamed, and the world will be at peace.
Right. Because what you other nations going to have to do, you're going to have to go through us, man.
Yep.
You know, y'all going to have to go through us. Because y'all going to be under us, man. You know? So y'all going to catch it too. You heathen nations, y'all going to catch it too. Y'all going back to the story of Lazarus, they licking the dogs coming to lick the wounds. Yep. You know, they're enjoying our torment right now, man. And the Most High going to get you, man. You know, he going to put you under captivity. We worship Lord Yahweh Shai. There's always an order, man. We worship Lord Yahweh Shai. We can't jump from Yahweh Shai. We can't jump over Yahweh Shai to get to Yahweh. Yep. Just like you heathens in the kingdom, y'all not going to be able to jump over us to get to Lord Yahweh Shai. No, it's not going to be like that, man.
Yep. That will be in order, as it was always meant to be one.
So all the earth is going to be under one accord and following the laws that we set up through the spirit of power, Lord Yahweh Shai, Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and you heathen nations are going to follow, man.
That's right.
We going to have you heathens clean up the earth, man. We going to have y'all do it. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. We going to have y'all do it. And y'all going to praise the name of the Lord too. And if you don't, we going to beat you, man.
Yep.
You know?
That's right.
Right.
I'll probably get flagged for that. And see, their hate group. You know, I get so much of the spirit, I don't even, you know.
Oh, they got so much of a problem with that. The soon is going to be some dramatic measures.
Yeah, it's all right. We say you devils can flag our videos all you want, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 14. It says, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." Right? So what we doing when we preach into the whole world, And we mean the whole world. All nations know about this.
Yes.
All nations know about this. We preach unto the elect of Israel mainly. But since this is going out worldwide, all nations are hearing this word. All nations are being warned. All nations know about us, man. And that's why they want to come up against us so bad. That's why we're always being called a hate group, man.
Right.
You know, that's why we're always being called hate groups and stuff like that. Because the whole world knows about us. Right? The whole world knows what we're gonna say. This is only for the Israelites. This is only for the now. It might sound like we're contradicting the scriptures because they just said what all nations know, but it's still this is only for the Israelites,
words.
right? All nations, right? And then you have the last one said world.
Yep.
That's why I underlined that word world. You have to understand what that word world means, man. See, you have to be again, man. You have to be spiritual to understand these scriptures. You Christians, you so-called Christians, believing in that goddamn plantation doctrine, you know, y'all too goddamn carnal, man. You know, you don't understand that these scriptures go 2, 3, 4, even 5-fold, man, and sometimes 7-fold.
And it's funny because when you go into the word nations, funny enough, it says nationality, but it also says a non-Jewish nationality. Which means it could be you heathens.
Right.
Which means all you heathens are going to come back. You're going to be slaves, but you'll be right.
Right. Obviously, you know, this devil is going to catch it the most.
Yeah.
You know, no doubt this devil going to catch it the most. Right. But all nations are going to be bowing down to the Lord, man. Because the Lord said that.
Yeah.
The Lord said that. There's going to be no division, none of that stuff, man. Division as far as chaos.
Yep.
It's gonna be none of that stuff, man. There's always gonna be division. You know, separation of nations, separation of everything, man.
Yep.
But that separation brings order, man. See, people, this society keeps saying unity brings order. No, it doesn't. No. Separation is what brings order. Unity only comes in when you're one accord. Unity only comes when you're the same people. And all the 12 tribes of Israel are going to be a unity together, man. They're going to be one. They're all going to be one. We're still one, but they're all going to be one, man. You know, when it comes to these, but we're going to be separated from these other nations because when you read these scriptures, it always talks about a nation over a nation, man, or a nation under a nation, and that's how it's always going to be, man. That's how it's going to be when the kingdom comes, right? Right now, is that not how it is? Before is that how it is? Right now, it's Israel under Esau. Next is going to be Israel over Esau.
Yep.
That's how it always is. The Lord always does this, man.
I don't know how they get unity because unity has never happened in this place.
That's what I'm saying. Unity is no such thing as unity, man. Even to you goddamn unity camps, man. You know, there's no such thing, and that's why y'all starting to have fights amongst each other. ISUPK, IUIC, Fopi, and Sakari. Y'all keep believing in this unity thing, man. It's going to destroy you. That's why we don't do it.
And it's because the definition of unity, it says a condition of harmony. Right?
You're not in harmony if you have a camp saying that another camp's leader is not an Israelite, man, and yet you still push to work with him, man, and you know it.
And it says, it says a continuity without deviation or change. Let's see.
You know what's bad too? Real quick, you know what's bad too? As much as this damn devil pushes unity, you have 50 states in America. 50. And not one of them had the same damn law, man.
Nope.
They all have different laws. As much as this devil loves pushing unity and we gotta love one another, you devils got a lot to pay for, man.
But it makes sense because this devil is completely ass backwards. He knows what he does, but he's ass backwards about everything. He makes it seem like there's a unity. When Esau has unity, it's not under the same accord. Which is funny if you think about it. Because even the EU is not under one accord. When you have all these different countries coming together, they don't come together on the same accord. This is just about business.
Right.
So when Esau pushes this word in itself means something totally different from what Esau says.
Right.
This is talking about actually a condition of harmony. Where's the harmony? Y'all, every state having someone getting killed. Y'all, each state, I'm sorry, each country is about having war with each other. And then, like when you go into the unity camps, y'all talking about unity when y'all both have different doctrines.
Yeah, one of the biggest thing, mark of the beast. So it's like, oh boy, here we go.
Let's go into that word deviation, because that has me going a little bit. Let's see the definition of deviation. Please. It says an act or instance of deviating, such as let's see, departure from an established ideology. Departure. Hold up. Departure, which means to depart, which means to separate from an established ideology, which means we all had to come together in one accord. If the other definition is talking about let me see. So it says continuity. Sorry, I can't say the word right. Continuity without deviation, which means without changing anything. See, the only true unity, as we said before, is us when we come together as a camp with the same camp that pushes the same ideology as us.
That's unity.
You can't have someone with a different ideology
Right.
come together on another ideology.
Right.
It wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, like what we had the other day. We had two different camps come up. Last couple, I think it was the week before last.
Yep.
You know, that's unity. We ain't gonna push with Fopi, right? You know, cause they're in that black only thing. Ridiculous. We ain't gonna push with them guys. We ain't gonna push with ICPK and IUIC, mainly them.
Yeah.
You know, we ain't gonna sit up there in partnership with a guy like Cy Netter because you believe in, well, brothers just need to get along. Well, if that's the case, then why are y'all not believing in the same thing, man?
Exactly.
So anyway, man, you know, back. Oh, do you have anything else?
No, that was it.
Yeah. So you know, at the end of the day, I think the point was that all nations, you know,
Whether you like it or not,
right, all nations are going to
serve.
serve Israel through the spirit power of Lord Yahweh Shem Shai.
Yep.
Right, all nations are going to serve Israel.
That's right.
That's that. Right. So on that, shalom.
Shalom.